This is Jeff Maston from Illinois Central College's Teaching and Learning Center, and today I want to look at creating a new calendar in Google Calendar and then embedding that calendar into a page of my Blackboard site. So first off, I'm signed into my Google Apps for Education account, which is my ICC student email account. I could also be signed into a standard Gmail account. The steps would be the same. I'm at calendar.google.com, and I'm going to go to My Calendars and click the drop down and click on Create New Calendar. I'm making this calendar for my English 110 site, so I'm going to call the calendar English 110 section 1234. I could fill in a description if I wanted of the calendar, a location. The time zone is already set to what I want, so I don't have to adjust that. This is an important step here for embedding the calendar later on. I need to share the calendar and set it to be publicly available so that anybody can see the details publicly of this calendar without signing in to any sort of Gmail account or Google Apps for Education account. If I just left it so that only Illinois Central College students could see this calendar, they would have to be signed into their ICC student email account in order to see the calendar, which doesn't necessarily work out so well for the embed code because the calendar wouldn't show up on the page unless they were signed into their student email account. So since I want to embed it, I want to publicly share it, share the calendar with others, and click the option to publicly share it. If I wanted additional people to be able to edit the calendar, add events to it, and so on, I could do that here. Say there were 2 instructors that wanted to fill in information on this calendar. I could enter in their Gmail account or their Google Apps for Education account address here, and then I could change this drop down so that they could make changes and manage sharing, or just make changes to events, or whatever options I wanted them to be able to change about the calendar. I would change from that drop down, and then I would hit add person. I'm just going to manage this myself, so I'm not going to add anybody else. So I'm ready to create my calendar now. I'll go ahead and hit the create calendar button. And yes, I do want to make it publicly available. That's the options I chose. Okay, so in a second here, there it is, English 110, section 1234, this new calendar. And I'll quickly add an event for later tonight here, just so we have something on the calendar. I double clicked on the calendar, and I'm going to say paper 3 is due. That's enough information. Now I want to be able to embed this calendar into my Blackboard site. So to do that, I point at the English 110 calendar over here on the left and click the drop down, and I want to go to calendar settings. So down in this section of the page here that says embed this calendar, I could just grab this embed code, and this is what I would need to be able to paste into Blackboard. But I want to make some changes so the calendar looks like I want it to before I do that. So I'm going to hit customize the color, size, and other options. And so here's the embed code up here, and this is what it would look like if I embedded it into the into my Blackboard site. But maybe this is a little bit too big for what I want on my Blackboard site, so I could adjust. So say that it's only 600 pixels wide and 500 pixels tall. Make it a little narrower. And I can choose, instead of having it come up as a monthly calendar, I want it to show just 1 week at a time. I also have the option of having it show by default in agenda mode, and so there's that paper 3 is due. It's the only thing I added to my calendar so far. I'm going to have it set it to come up to the weekly calendar by default. You can adjust things, a few other things, but this looks like what I want now. And now I'm going to hit this update HTML button. So if these changes that I did aren't reflected yet in this embed code, I'm going to hit this update button, and I'm going to grab this. So I'm selecting it and I'm hitting copy. So Control C to copy. And now I'm going to then paste this embed code into my Blackboard site. So I'm switching over to Blackboard, which I have open in another tab. I'm on the entry page of my English 110 Blackboard site, and I want to paste this into the course information area of my Blackboard site. So underneath my syllabus, I want this calendar to show up. So I'm going to go up to Build Content, and I'm going to insert an item. And I want to name it English 110 calendar. There you go. Okay, and so now I can't just paste the embed code here. The first thing I need to do is make sure that I have my toolbar expanded all the way. And on the third row here down at the end, I can click on the HTML code view icon. And this is where I can paste that embed code. So I'm going to hit Control V for paste. Paste that code right there. Hit Update. And now you can't see it yet in the creation view, but this is where it's blocked out here where the calendar is going to show up. And now I've entered everything that I need to. I could adjust other things if I wanted, but I've entered everything that I need to. I can hit Submit. And so here's that calendar, that a view of that Google Calendar that my students can now see whenever they come to this course information area of my Blackboard site. And if I add items to my Google Calendar, they'll automatically appear in this area the next time the student comes to view the calendar. So as I add things or change things, if I wanted to have office hours or something like that, anything that I add to the calendar would show up here and would continue to show up and be updated throughout the semester. And the student can look ahead on the calendar and change between week view, month view, agenda view, and so on. And they can click on the links to see like more information if I had entered more information about the calendar event. So a nice way to, if you have something, a calendar that you want to share with a group of people or with your students, embedding a Google Calendar into a page is a nice way to do that. And it works really well with a learning management system like Blackboard to be able to share a calendar like this.